Hey, what's up YouTube and Steam? Here's a MGE introductory tutorial for you guys to watch. And if you're interested, feel free to read the guide below. Now, if you're not familiar with what MGE is, MGE stands for My Gaming Edge. And pretty much it's a mod for Team Fortress 2. And it allows you to play as different classes and get better. There are two different positions you can take in MGE. You'd either stay in spectator when you join, or you can join a game. If you would like to play a game with random people or a friend, go ahead and open up your chat and type in !add. You should see a menu pop up on the left side of your screen. This is where you would hit a number on your keypad and choose a different arena or game type. Before I get into the specifics of these game types, I'd like to let you know the reason why I prefer version 8 over version 7. In version 8 of MGE, you can play as any class you want. On the other hand, in version 7, you can only choose between 3 different classes, which were Scout, Soldier, and Demo. Now that all 9 classes are open for you, now you have different forms of battle to practice in. You can try doing medic versus medic with Ubersaw, or on the other hand, you can try doing sniper versus sniper with a sniper rifle. For the game types, I'd like to start off with Ammo Mod. Depending on which class you choose to play as, you are given a certain amount of health. Of course, the objective of this game type is to kill your opponent before you die. You repeat this process until the first person reaches 3 wins. Once this happens, it's game over. Your first impressions of Ammo Mod might be, well, it's really small, it's this tiny circle and everyone's caged in. It seems pretty boring. Well, you have to look at it like this. Because of your limited movement, and that there's no obstacles between you and your opponent, you have to make sure your shots count. Next up in the list is Ammo Mod MGE. I can't necessarily say this is the twin brother of Ammo Mod, but there's a slight different twist to this one. Except for the name, there's a very big difference in gameplay. Instead of having a lot of health in the beginning of the round and playing to 3, you will be playing to a total of 20. The only catch is, everyone has a normal amount of health. If you are having difficulty choosing between which ammo mod to play in, Ammo Mod MGE is a lot more intense because not only you're spawning more, but also because you have a lower amount of health. 20 lives might sound like a long game, but if you're playing against an experienced player, time will fly by pretty fast. Are you having trouble landing a direct hit with a grenade launcher or rocket launcher? Well, look no further. Arena No Splash is just for you. No Splash has a similar health buff to the Arena Ammo Mod. When your first projectile misses your opponent, you'll see that it goes through the geometry of the map. Don't worry, this is not a glitch. This is actually the whole purpose of No Splash. This is teaching you to perfect your aim and actually hit your opponent instead of relying on splash damage. Whether you're using the grenade launcher or rocket launcher, you tend to want to aim towards the knees or the feet. This will allow you to launch your opponent in the air, and you can try to air juggle them as best you can. The first person to 3 kills wins the game. Overall, Endif is my all-time favorite game type for MGE. You can either play as Demo Man or Soldier, where you're supposed to launch your enemies into the air with your rockets or grenades, and then perform an air shot. Now, you can't just do an air shot on your opponent at any height. You have to make sure they're at a distance above the red line around the wall. If you're below this red line, both you and your enemy have an infinite amount of health. But once you reach above that red line, one rocket or grenade can kill you. The first person that gets to 5 kills wins the game. If you've never played this arena before, most likely you'll be launched into the air quite frequently. The reason why I love this arena so much is it taught me how to improve my air strafing and movement. Movement is a very important factor on this stage because if you can be unpredictable, your opponent will have a very hard time getting you into the air. When I first started in this arena, I got very frustrated because once you spawn, you fall down from the very top. This gives your opponent a chance to air shoot you before you even touch the ground. The last up is B-Ball. This is a great arena to perfect your rocket jumping skills and air strafing. Compared to ordinary jump maps, you actually have an objective with this arena. Once you pick up the intel, rocket jumping to the other hoop might be harder than you think. Not only do you have to predict the right distance and speed, but also you have to get around an opponent. They can either try to shoot a rocket at you, pull out their shotgun and kill you if you're at low health, or they can simply just jump up in the air and body block you. Your health can be a major issue because if you're very low on it, you won't be able to rocket jump off a wall. Instead, you will simply blow yourself up into itsy bitsy tiny pieces. In some servers that run version 8 of MGE, they do have an option to do 2 versus 2 in b-ball. Unfortunately, most servers that have this, the intelligence cannot be picked up. So this leaves 2v2 b-ball unplayable. So this sums it up for all the different game types for MGE on version 8. I hope this introductory tutorial encouraged you to actually try out MGE or at least watch people play it. Usually the best time to play on an MGE server is during the early afternoon. If you would like a quiet game with a friend, try join at nighttime. Thank you for checking out this Team Fortress 2 tutorial, and I look forward to doing more in the future. If you play Spy, please feel free to check out my Ambassador tutorial. Thanks for watching guys, and take it easy. Bye bye.